and welcome to another episode of the Final Siren with Duck and Oz from the Purple Rain. Oz, how are you going, my friend, after a fantastic win by the Dockers?
Yeah, going very well. Awesome to see the Dockers wrap up the minor premiership today, which was fantastic. And very much an arm wrestle, I thought this game was today. And there were many opportunities for either side to take control of the game at various stages, and in the end it was Freo who took the most of their chances, and we'll break down the game in a second, Duck. But what I like about this team, what I've loved about this team, is they've just found different ways to win throughout the season. We've won when conditions necessarily weren't great for us. We've won when defence has actually been at the forefront of the opposition in trying to flood numbers back and whatnot, and They've managed to win when they've been behind by a decent sum, and of course they've won comfortably. But today was yet another way that this particular side has managed to win in a tough fought competition that, if you think in terms of running into the finals, you have to say that this is a great lead into finals.
Oh, it is, Oz, because every team we're coming up against is it's cutthroat. There's no team resting on their laurels. Everyone can move in their position. Obviously, Carlton next week will also be absolutely trying to fire up leading into finals. So, you know, I think that it's one of these things where Adelaide threw their best shot at us and were able to withstand. They kept coming back. And look, in the end, Riley Thrillthorpe kicks a goal at 3-minute mark or 4-minute mark to draw the game level, and we end up just running away with it. So, you know, it's a Freddie goal, it's a Jai goal, it's a Duds goal, it's a Cox goal, and it's a Bolton goal. They just get us over the top in the end, and the fact is we ran out winners by 24 points after what was a pretty tight game for majority of the game. You know, and the fact is that we've led by the most that we had in the whole game at the Final Siren. So really fantastic effort. I think as well, Oz, a big shout out has to go to the fans. 55,000 and 10.
And 10, yep.
Mate, I got stuck in traffic. I'll give you the red hot. The traffic sucks. I got here halfway through the first quarter because we had people who don't know how to seize the opportunity. Seize the moment like the Dockers do.
Yes.
A couple of blokes just resting on their laurels. Don't know what they were doing behind the driving wheel. But anyway, that's another discussion for another day. But 55,000, again, another crowd over 50,000. AFL tables is currently down. So I don't know where it ranks in the history of things.
Hold the phone.
Everyone's panicking.
Everyone is
Tables,
panicking.
one of the great websites currently down. But look, a guy who really contributed to this, and he has just gone from strength to strength. He's currently second in the Coleman, and you tell him he's not a sniff. It's Jai Amos. Tell him he's not a red-hot sniff, mate.
Fantastic. You know, 5 goals, living the dream, and he early on. He goes for a 15, 20-metre kick and misses, and you think, oh, no, is this going to be one of those confidence games? And then he just goes back and bangs a couple deep, and then you think, okay, we're good. And again, the strength, it's the strength that's been on display, and that's probably what's got me up and about here, Duck, is you look across the board and there's been an increase in strength. I talked about Jono, I talked about Raz to you in the box before, these don't argue, the fend-offs, all that sort of strength in the tackles, breaking tackles, and Big Jai in the cage. He loves a good bear wrestle, Jai, because now, before he was engaging and then probably getting consumed in that wrestle, but now he's actually using it to his advantage in creating space at the right time. So engage, push, mark.
Get involved in it. And look, apart from the Western Bulldogs game where they've obviously flooded back, his last couple of weeks he's gone 5 goals, 0 goals, 5 goals, 4 goals. So that is a pretty, dare I say, purple patch. Shout out to the purple patch, RIP. That's what this feed used to be called. No, but look, Jai, he just continues to amaze because his ability to, I guess, withstand the pressure, take on the big contest, draw a couple of players, and all of a sudden they're starting to freak out. You know, meanwhile, the big Vice hands.
Vice hands.
JT, aka Miami Vice. The big D, the big DC. The big Kahuna. 6 contested marks. 6 contested.
Yes.
Absolutely unbelievable for that guy. And Beast mode. Beast mode. That's
Beast.
what he goes. He just goes, you know what? I'm not having any of this stuff. Now, kick 1-4.
Yeah.
Would love to see him kick more. But
Yeah.
don't you think the three-headed monster tonight really showed all of their capabilities in regards to what their actual strengths are? So you've got Jai kicking goals.
Yes.
You got Tracy taking clunks.
Yes.
And you got Paddy Voss tackling, ruffling feathers. Look, he wasn't able to get into the game with his possessions, but he was able to impact the game with his tackle and his pressure. And like they didn't want any of it.
No,
and the fact of the matter is he's played a super physical game, and he was celebrating that. Marks, goals, and they're all celebrating as much as anything else.
That's why we love this three-headed monster duck. And there was that passage towards the end of the game where the contest needed someone to take it on.
Needed a hero.
And he just beelined that contest, and he took possession, got hit, ball spilled out, but he allowed that extra movement forward, if you will, for Jai to kick.
Yes.
I believe that was his 5th goal for the night. And that's something that you celebrate. And I'm happy that the boys see that.
Yes.
Because you don't have to get on the scoreboard to be contributing in this team.
That's a classic your goal.
Yes.
That's a classic your goal.
Yes.
Hey, look, another guy who had an absolutely outstanding game, and I thought his 3 goals were unbelievable, including our Host Plus, That's a plus moment.
Yep.
Is Isaiah Dudley, who his last goal, the 3rd goal, which really sealed the game in the end. Don't know how he kicked it still.
No.
Sherry gets it, slips over, hand passes it
Do
to
you
him.
think he does?
Do you think Duds knows how he kicked it?
Do you think he knows?
We
We probably should have asked him. He was
he's
loitering
standing right
around there.
But look, the snap was unbelievable. The dodging, the ability to manoeuvre away from players and still kick it. To be honest, mate, that kick off the back foot is so hard to execute. Kicking the footy and getting enough penetration on the footy for the ball to go forward when your weight is going backwards.
Yeah.
Unbelievable hard thing to do.
Yes.
Completely high skill through the roof. And look, I thought Dudley he bobbed up when he needed to. He kicked goals when we desperately needed. It's like, we need a bit of a goal here. Oh, there's a Dudley goal. You know, we need a bit of a goal. There's another Dudley goal. So I think him along with Sarong's goals as well were so valuable in the midfield.
Yes. Sarong's goal.
Oh, the one from 50 plus.
50.
Didn't know he could
55?
kick it.
Let's call it 60.
Yeah, should have
The
been.
one from 60. Crazy. And I thought from last week, and we talked about how the Fremantle midfield collectively were held against Melbourne. And they bounced back. You got Sarong on 29 disposals. I thought Clarkey more from the back line, but 25. I thought Brayshaw did exceptionally well with 27 disposals. You know, these guys, I thought, bounced back in such a way to lift the midfield, to win those clearances. And clearances was very much one-sided this way for Freo, which was fantastic to see. So they definitely arrested momentum in that way. So we won clearances 44-38. We won the hit-outs 54-39. And I thought once we had the game on our terms, we looked like we could score at any time, and it was really only ourselves getting in our own way.
Yeah, and look, in the end, like we win the clearances in the last quarter 14-3.
Wow.
So +9 in the clearances there, and there's the game for you. And being able to score from those clearances, yes, we had a few troubles here and there, but then when we were getting those forward momentum clearances, that was just unbelievable. And look, I think you've got to go, obviously, say Sarong and Brayshaw, they're your bread and butter.
Yes.
They're your meat and veg.
Yes.
You know, they're all right, we've got a bit of meat and veg for dinner.
Yes.
Hang on. I got bolts.
Yes.
What's
Love
bolts?
it. Love
is there
it.
a bit of dessert, or is he maybe a little bit of a side dish that's got a bit of spice to it?
Yes.
Because bolts with the 929 metres gained, his second half as well just was electric.
Can you just go back and say that in case people missed that?
929.
929
Nearly
metres
1
gained.
kilometre.
15 inside 50s, 9 scoring involvements, just quietly.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. And look, aren't the forwards as well absolutely licking him?
Oh, yeah.
When Bolts has got it, and he's just like, you know what? Dockers of old, I'm going to kick it as hard as I can at you, and you better have vices.
Yeah.
Josh
Tracy, yep.
Miami Vice.
Yep.
I'm just going to pop it up. I'm just going to pop it so you can just run onto it. Jai, Vossi, whoever it happens to be, just get in front of it, and away you go.
Is there an element, Murphy Reid not playing today, someone has to take over the deft kicking? And he's got, hang, guys.
Yep. Don't forget about me. Don't you forget about me.
Yes,
Murphy Reid, prayers up for his agates. That's all I can say. But look, Oz, I think as well, like the fact of the matter is that you got Bolt, Sarong and Brayshaw running through the guts there. You got Dogger, who's had a hell of a game against a really good opponent. But you see how he's worn down McAndrew by the end of the game. And Dogger just gets on top. You know, he got a couple of big hits. Did McAndrew, and Dogger just ground him down to a pulp.
Big time.
Big Mason Cox managed to get him. And this bloke here, Hayden Young, just pops up. You know, like to have the luxury of a guy like Hayden Young who kind of went through the mids a bit. You know, played a bit forward, ran with a bit. You know, he just goes about it, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right. Hayden Young's a match winner, and we've just kind of got him in the back pocket, just kind of like not playing in the back pocket, but he's in our back pocket going.
Use him anytime.
Yeah, ready to, you know, and then like you said, Johnson and Erasmus, like those guys and their ability to build and be strong in the contest and break tackles and fend people off and swivel their hips and release and away we go. Like you got to say to those guys, they are just playing some really great footy. I think as well as there's one guy I really want to shout out, and this is a guy who's been on the fringes, he's been on the outside, he's played a lot down at Peel, and that's Omac. I thought Omac was one of the best players out there tonight. I thought he played a brilliant game. The amount of times he left his man and impact the contest. I think the fact is that obviously Piercy hurt his knee a little bit, but, you know, Omac's able to stand up and be that guy who peeled off. Was a bit worried that we went in a bit tall, but I thought Omac was fantastic with the way he went about it, and his deft touch as well was really good.
Yeah, look, I think the nature in general paused. There was a pause in nature. The animals just went, hey, is the moose okay?
Yeah.
Is the knee okay? I know I did. I know that there was and apologies for the person sitting next to me because there may have been an expletive that came out of my mouth when I saw Alex Pearce clutching. But thank goodness that he bobbed up again. But going back to what you were saying with Omac, I thought his body presence before the actual contest was very good. So his positioning, the way he bodied, there was a great contest where in that fourth quarter where he's bodied, he's gone avoided front on contact, but has managed to include himself in the contest without giving away a free kick, which allowed Chappie to come across and spoil. And that's probably the hardest high five I've seen, apart from the one that went into Josh Tracy's eye. I think that was quite the excited Omac knowing what that meant. Not giving away the free kick, but seeing Chappie come across and spoil. That's what this team does. So it's all about
those kind of things. Celebrating those little wins throughout the contest. And look, the boys are just playing and they're going at full cylinders at the moment. Next week, obviously, against Carlton. Big game again. We get on the bird. We get over there. We get the job done. Then we have a week off.
Ding the bell.
Top spot. Who are we going to play? Who knows? There's a battle for fourth, which is quite interesting as well. So, look, it could be anyone, but it doesn't matter, mate, because we just win here. That's all that matters.
I think that's the most important thing. For me, it's all about the psyche of remaining undefeated at home in the season to prep yourself knowing that it doesn't matter who comes over here. We're prepared to beat anyone here anytime. And you need that. You know what I love? I love the fact that Wharfie time wasn't played. And ask me why. Rhetorical question.
Why's that, Oz?
Because it meant that we had the game where we wanted the game to be when it mattered most. When, if you think, the theatrics of Wharfie time is great, but it means that the game is so close that it could hinge on a last-minute kick. We don't want that.
No.
We want to be semi-relaxing. Semi-relaxing, knowing that the game has gone our way, we've arrested the momentum, and looking forward to the next week.
And just the last one before we wrap up. Look, I've got to say, love Retro Round. Love the green gear. Maybe they can bring back one of these jackets. Family, by the way. The green jacket, the old school, the light purple.
How elite is this stuff?
That's a great jacket. That's, like the jumpers as well. The actual playing strip was unbelievable. I would love to see next year. I want to see us go all green. I want green. I want the green machine, mate. I want green pants. I want green socks. I want us in green.
Do they have to play in wool? All wool.
Oh, wool. Is that how retro we're going?
Yeah,
Big woolly
just
man.
go all wool.
Woolly monster. All right, guys, on that note, I think we'll wrap it up. Remember, we're at Purple Rain 95, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We do a show every Monday. We've just done a show today. You did a show with Andrew McDougall.
I did.
Talking about the draft and the players in his stable, the super agent that is Andrew McDougall. Make sure you give that a listen. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Gmail, and YouTube as well. We're at The Purple Rain 95. I don't know if I mentioned that. And if you're watching this on Docker TV, make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you subscribe so you get all the notifications. Get all the great stuff that the Dockers media team put out on YouTube.
Yes.
And comment below. I mean, I feel like comment below your favourite win for this year. Just about.
Please.
Or maybe your favourite retro player.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got to stick with one thing, but retro player.
Yes.
Oz, your favourite retro player?
Have to be Clive Waterhouse.
Clive Waterhouse?
Yeah.
I thought you might have said Clem Michael. I thought he was your favourite.
Well, he is, but a Clive Waterhouse performance in the Demolition Derby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can only go. There's only one man. His name's the
Jeffrey
Wiz.
Farmer,
You know the Wiz.
I know
Guys.
the Wiz,
You know it's right. If you just want to write the Wiz, everyone just write the Wiz, then, the game's over. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember, we're back in 3 weeks now, Oz, is it? Carlton by 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your tickets to this game because it is going to be the hottest ticket in town. Could be a Thursday night, could be a Friday night.
Now, dare I say, Duck, can you please plan your public transport responsibly based on,
I would say I'd say call in sick and get to the game at 3 o'clock. Get here early, get around it, and away we go.
Okay.
All right, guys, on that note, we will see you later.
See you later.